Hello, everybody. I am here for Cool Tools and for Bess. You see Bess is right next to me. And by the way, check out my name. My name is Joe Auer. That's from Joe. FB banned. That's Facebook banned. I am banned from Facebook. I don't know why. I don't know how. But it was a very secret Facebook ban. And I woke up. Last thing I posted was a 10-day ago memory of like riding to Gainesville. And then boom, I'm gone. So by the way, there's Bess. She'll explain all of this. I have no clue. And you know what? All my stuff. And I was one of the original, I say original, not original, but I was like 2003, 2004 on Facebook. So I've been on there a long time. Maybe it's just I'm on too many years, like 17, you're done. Okay, next. Maybe that's it, Bess. I don't know.
So it is a mystery why you got banned, because while we use Facebook for business purposes, for your swim team, for Florida Swim Network, we rarely post to our personal page, like if ever. And I mean, you posted a memory of you and some of the swim team dads riding your bikes to Gainesville, which was insane then. It's insane now. But how long was that ride, by the way?
112. It's not bad.
All in one ride, not like
like 5 hours. It took us like 5 hours. We had a couple stops and there's hills at the end, but it wasn't bad. It was a good ride.
You had a chase van, right?
Kept a good pace the whole way. No, chase van, no. We just went, and then
that's because I wouldn't drive it.
Tyson came up later with the van, and we loaded up the bikes and came back. But it was fun. It was a good time.
All right. Well, anyway, Facebook right now is going through a lot of changes. So maybe you have seen some of the changes on your Facebook, like if you're on desktop, the whole feed has changed. They call it new Facebook versus classic Facebook. It has not gotten good receptions. Most people don't like it. Facebook does take that into account, the user experience. So they're starting to tweak things. And it can be very frustrating because you might log on one day and it looks one way, and you log on the next, it looks another. And so they're doing those types of things, and a lot of it is automated. So there are a lot of glitches that can happen through this. And Joe, I think yours truly was a glitch. But
I don't have it.
But they're also kind of stamping down on things we all know about politics. They're stamping down on what they perceive as fake news or spreading propaganda. They're also tamping down on things like news about coronavirus and COVID. So that's the last time I'm going to mention it on this particular broadcast, because it actually caused this broadcast to not be shown anymore on replays just by mentioning the word. So just be careful what you're posting, because it's very easy to be caught by one of their algorithms and be automatically disabled for a period of time. Disabling can last from a few hours to as much as even 2 months, depending on the severity. Now, Joe, yours, the problem is we don't know how long yours was, and that's a problem.
They won't even return my emails or calls or anything. It's just like, you know what, thanks for sending us your driver's license. Thank you for sending us all the information, but you're still banned. Goodbye. That was it.
Yeah, and
it was a form email coming back. Not even an email. It was a form thing on the Facebook page that came back. So
the other problem and obstacle that Facebook is facing right now is the fact that during this current situation of illness and things like that, reduced workforce, they just don't have as many people to review things like appeals. So the best advice that experts are saying is, if this does happen to you, like has happened to Joe, don't give up. Continue to appeal. Continue to email. Do it in a very nice way. Don't get all nasty with them. Of course, you win more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. But they said, pleasant appeal again and again and again, and that's the best way to get it back. And so, Joe, I'm not giving up hope on yours at all. I think you will get it back. But what can you get banned for? Well, like I said, a glitch, posting something they perceived as inaccurate news. But other than that, it's things like violence or terrorism or graphic nudity, which I don't think, Joe, you've done any of those. I hope you haven't. But so those types of things. But if you do fall into the same problem that Joe did, where he is Facebook banned, don't give up hope, because just appeal over and over and over. Have patience. And by the way, they disable your account, which means, Joe, all your photos are there. And I know you have photos on there from like 2013, from the Olympic trials, from the Olympics that you'd really like to see again. So they don't delete your account. They just disable it. So it should all be there when you're eventually allowed back.
Well, who knows? You said you get more honey. No, you get more honey with bees. What'd you say? You get more bees with honey. What did you say?
I said you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Oh, so I'm going to mention something about our 10,000 bees, but go ahead. I know we got a great show and we got a lot of things you got to go through. So
if you don't know what he's talking about, Joe and I have gotten honeybees. We're now beekeepers. We brought home 2 hives inside our car, not in the trunk, inside the car. They were wrapped up tight. 5,000 bees in one box, 5,000 bees in the other. I'm not really sure what we're thinking, but there we go. All right, so Joe, let's get to today's show. Speaking of Facebook hacks, things like that, I've got two quick things. One, I just got a notification. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to our stream, Joe, that there's been a password breach. Now, why does that matter to you? Because many of us use Google Chrome for surfing, and Google Chrome actually saves all of my passwords. They make it very, very easy right here. They autofill the passwords. And so if there is a breach, that then gives them an in to your Google Chrome, to your Gmail, to just about everything else. And so if there's a password breach, what I like about Google Chrome is that they will actually notify you and say, hey, there was a password breach. So what you want to do is you want to go check your passwords. So go to Google, go over here to the 3 little dots, go down to settings. That will bring you to this page here. And then you can go down and go all the way down. You see your passwords here. Safety check. Chrome can keep you safe, bad extensions and more. And what you do is you check now. They will run an update. They will let you know your passwords. See, I have like 276 passwords. Everything I go to is saved on here. And they will let you know if there's been a breach or not. And then they'll tell you what website was breached for you then to go update that password. So this is actually a really great tool that not a lot of people use. Now, Joe, you've had a problem. See, look at that. 36 compromised passwords. So I would click review. It would give me an opportunity to update them. Now, you can also use something called LastPass, which lets you update passwords. It keeps it on your phone. It's an app that you use. There's all sorts of different ways. But if you have not been updating your passwords and you do have it saved on Chrome, run this update, because
I don't think I've had 276 passwords in my entire life.
Oh, you'd be amazed.
How in the world do you have 276?
Every website you go to now wants your information. That's how they make their money. They sell your data. So anyway, make sure you do that. That's my first tool for today, and it's built right in on most of what we use for browsing. All right, Joe, my second one is for all of you that have a Facebook page. Hey, look, Joe, we're live. So
not mine, but
we're live again. So we're probably going to see some updates go on here. So Joe would not know, but we're live on Facebook right now. And if you are an admin on your team or your business's Facebook page, when you log in, it may look a little different. So this is why I was talking about that new Facebook. They've moved the toolbar over to here. But here's one thing that a lot of people are confused about. So you can create a post right here, right on your Facebook page, the front-facing Facebook page, or you can have access to some really neat tools. So if you go on that toolbar, and for some of you, that toolbar may be across the top. For me, I've got new Facebook, and so it's down over here. If you go to, and look at all this cool stuff it gives you that you can check. If you go to Publishing Tools and click it, it will open up to what we call Creator Studio. Now, this is going to show you all of the posts that you've done. You can check your inbox. You can do your insight. You can see all your posts. You can do it by everything scheduled. See, this is what we have scheduled coming up, Joe, for the rest of this week. And this was done by one of our interns, Sophie. Thank you, Sophie Hampson, for doing that. She scheduled some of the replays of our live videos. And you can create a post right here. So you can do everything you need right here. And what this does is it gives you a few more tools that you don't have on that forward-facing page. So this is really good. Now, this, though, is what I like best about it. They allow you on your desktop to connect your team's Instagram page. And so when you click over, You can see everything you've done for Instagram right here. You can see the posts. If you need to delete one or if you need to edit it, you can go right here. Let's say you made a typo or you forgot one of your swimmers or anything like that. It makes it very easy management to where you don't always have to be on your phone. And if you're like me, I'm a desktop person. Joe, you're a phone person though. You're a phone person. You like working on the phone better, right?
Yeah, it's just easy. You know, you have to open up a computer, you have to log in. Phone's just right there, boom, real fast. Sometimes you're limited with the phone with certain things, but I do like the phone. It's very fast. Fastest way to do it.
Joe,
sure.
here's the good news. Everything I just showed you, that Creator Studio, which you have automatically if you're a Facebook team page, your business page, you have it. If you go to your phone, and I know you have Facebook downloaded on there, even though you can't access it right now, but you also have Facebook Business Manager on there. Is that correct?
I don't know if I have it on my phone. I know that you've been trying to get it on my phone, but I do not have it on my phone.
So download Facebook Business Manager on your phone because it now mimics what you just saw. So through that one Facebook Business Manager app, you have not only all your Facebook posts where you can see your insights, you can schedule your posts, you can see everything you want about them, but it also has your Instagram attached right there. So it takes that Creator Studio, puts it right in one little convenient app. So I highly recommend, if you're not using Facebook Business Manager, and that's what's called, download it.
So the Facebook Business Suite is what I see. Is that what you're talking about?
That is it.
Yep. Because it says username and password, it's not going to let me in.
Well, you probably can't do it. But for everybody else who's not banned on Facebook, yeah. So, and like I said, Facebook is making all sorts of changes. You know, probably 3 months from now, Joe, I'll probably have to do an update to all this because I'm sure they're going to roll it out. You know, the good thing about Facebook is they actually do care about their community. I mean, yes, they have this business in mind. They are a business model. They are a publicly traded business. They have that. They have that investment to their investors that they have to give return on. So they have an obligation to be good stewards of the community. One, so that we stay on there, right? And two, that they create the user interface as easy and as convenient as possible for us, not only as users on there, for your parents, for your swimmers, for the college coaches that are checking out your swimmers, but also for you as a swim team owner or coach to use those tools. So they really are trying to make it as easy and convenient as possible. So that's what we're looking at with in regards to Facebook. So Joe, that's my tip 4. So that's my second tip of the day. I'm going to move right along to our next one. This one, I think I touched on this before, but it's actually now officially launched. So Joe, most swim teams, I think, are back in the water now. Let us know if you're not, guys. If you're not back in the water, let us know. I think most teams are. And by the way, good luck to all our Florida high school teams that are competing in districts this week. Joe, you've got a swim meet tomorrow.
Got a swim meet tomorrow. Then I have a swim meet, age group meet on Sunday. So it's a busy weekend.
All right. Well, good luck to those swimmers competing in districts. We hope you guys advance on to regionals. So for those coaches who either don't have a pool on the consistent basis that they want, or, I mean, everybody's been affected by the current situation, the current environment we're living in. There's my dogs. So
like the current dog environment.
Dog situation. Well, you know, we're home here, so we're going to have that. This is a good alternative to maybe supplement your income a little bit. And, you know, you coaches have such amazing knowledge within fitness. A lot of you know nutrition. A lot of you have good ideas with that. So this is called On Zoom. It's a product of Zoom. Most of us are familiar with Zoom nowadays. Well, this allows you to actually create lessons or classes and charge money for them. You can make it exclusive to just your team. If you want to do, hey guys, we're doing a team nutrition night. We're bringing a nutritionist, $15 a person to listen to her. Or you can make it open to your entire public. I mean, look at this one, strictly strength. You know, you can get in there and do strength and conditioning for all those moms out there, or for all those dads, or for all those masters athletes. So if you were having a reduction in any type of income right now, You got to be creative, guys. And this is one way that you might be able to do it. So on Zoom, just on.zoom.us, it's using the Zoom platform that most of us are familiar with. So what do you think of this, Joe?
It seems pretty good. It's just another way to make money, which is good. I like it.
Yep.
I mean, we had during our COVID time, we had gosh, it was 4 or 5 weekends, maybe 6 weekends where we brought in a speaker, college, financial, nutritionist. We brought in once a week a speaker, and it was open to the entire team, and parents jumped on, kids jumped on, and it was pretty good. It was informative for sure. So something like that would be beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, I remember you guys did a college night that was really widely attended. So absolutely. All right, moving right along, Joe. Speaking of fitness, you and I are big fans of Peloton. Can you add that to the stream? It's not adding for me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Peloton, though, you don't need the bike. You don't need the treadmill. You can just do it off your phone. You can just have your phone and be a recurring member of the actual program. Use your phone to work out. You can use it on Prime TV or your Fire Stick. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can do it. But this one I like. I think it's going to be a huge game changer. It hasn't launched yet. This one is Apple Fitness. Joe, they announced it earlier this year at their big Apple powwow, and Apple Fitness is going to be like $9 a month. And they supposedly are going to have like world-class instructors, and you can do it on any screen, meaning your computer, on your Apple TV, on your iPad, on your phone. And they're going to have everything from running to meditation to cycling to just about everything. So there's the pricing, $9 a month. First 3 months are free. You don't have to have an Apple Watch, but if you want to get the most out of it, you can get an Apple Watch with it. So track all your stats. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty big game changer for everybody. So what do you think of this, Joe? Is that a good alternative to some people?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that there'll be a lot of people, the Apple people will love it, at least trying it, I just don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Peloton got big pretty quickly, and it's still great, and it's awesome. It's got all the different things you can do: walking, running, lifting, stretching, yoga, cycling. So it's Peloton's definitely the leader and one to beat. So obviously Apple saw the money they were making and the popularity and said, I want a piece of that pie. So there you go. Here we are. Let's see what happens.
Well, Apple's not the only one. I am counting the days still. I talked about this on the last Cool Tools for the Amazon Halo armband. It still hasn't come out to the general population. I'm waiting on my invitation for it.
I mean, everything is going to be, COVID's maybe the one that triggered this to speed everything up.
Quit saying the word.
To speed everything up. But now it's all online. Everybody's trying to go through the computers and different things. So it's all going to be super fast track now with everybody playing the game now. So it's going to be kind of interesting the next 10 years, see what happens for sure.
Well, wearables actually were already making their mark in the technology world, right? We had the watches, a lot of swimmers. We'll see the goggles now. Flex Swimming. We have a lot of goggles that are specific to swimming, but they're wearables, right? And so tech companies want to get into fitness, and that was already happening. But then we had this big C word hit, and suddenly people are not going to the gyms. They're not going to work out at swimming. They're not going to master swimming. They're not working out like they normally did. And everybody's trying to find out ways to work at home. So actually, our world is changing as a result of our current situation. And I think it only accelerated what we're seeing with wearables and at-home fitness. So it's interesting to see how that was actually a huge benefit for this particular industry, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just going to speed things up for sure. So what do you got next?
So my next one is meditation. So I know Michael Phelps has his Headspace app, which I love, and there's all sorts of meditation apps. But Joe, you're one of those. I meditate frequently, but you do not. You find it hard to meditate. Your brain is always going a million miles a minute. It's hard for you, I know, to calm down and concentrate. So this is why I like this particular one. It's in Kickstarter stage right now. They only asked $5,000, and check this out. They have $45,000. And what I like about this, Joe, is let me see if this can play for me.
And improve your quality of life. This is MindNap, your portable meditation assistant. MindNap is composed of hardware and an app. It guides your breaths through vibration to help you enter a deeper meditative state of relaxation. During the whole process, it detects your biosignals. Afterward, it translates them into a visualized evaluation of your meditation performance on the app, so you will get a better understanding of.
So I like that, Joe. I like that it has hardware that goes with it. It actually uses biometric feedback for you. And I think for some of your swimmers, Joe, meditating is not something that teenagers do well for the most part. They, not only from hormones and growing and school and life and drama and everything else, it's hard for them to settle down. And so I like this little piece of hardware that through the vibrations, it gives them feedback whether they're able to calm their mind. What do you think of this?
I think that people that normally like to meditate and do things like this will probably use it, but others will not. You're going to have a bigger reason, or you're going to have to show a huge marketing campaign with athletes doing it, and then athletes talking about how it's helped them for them to do it. Coaches as well, have them talk about it, because no one's going to, this is just my opinion, no one's going to go out there and do that unless you're already into meditation and things like that, like you are.
Okay. Well, I mean,
just my 2 cents. I didn't mean to rain on your parade. I'm just saying that's probably what's going to happen.
You always rain on my parade. What's new? No, I just like it because it gives the actual physical feedback to when they start thinking about the math quiz coming up. Oh, this brings them back to it, and it really does help them concentrate.
Well,
I was going to say, for our elite athletes, they do need to work on that mental aspect of their game, and this is a very tangible way to do that.
Well, I was going to tell you, when I was a little kid, and then all growing up, a lot of coaches and different psychologists would come to us and take us through this whole thing of laying down, thinking through your race, coming up to the block. What are you seeing? What are you smelling? What are you feeling? Then getting on the block. What are you hearing? You're hearing the speaker of the starter, then the beep, then what do you see when you land in the water, the whole 9 yards. So yes, there is a lot of meditation or visualization in swimming. And that is a big part of it. And the best swimmers do that, I'm sure. I used to visualize all the time. I used to lay there in bed all the time and see it. And I would always close my eyes at the meets and try to listen to the starter and anticipate the start and things. So yeah, absolutely, on that side of it, for sure. Every athlete does that. Every really good athlete does that.
All right.
Dog.
Well, yeah, I assumed. Dog.
Dog.
I need a shot collar. No.
It's coming. The shot collar is coming. By the way, cool tools, that's a cool tool. All right. The shot collar for the Yorkie, for the 5-pound Yorkie, is coming. And that is a cool tool. We'll show you that tool next week.
We are to our final tool of the day, Joe. Thanks for hanging in there with me. So, Joe, you, especially after Hurricane Maria, we got a large influx of swimmers. You to the high school, to your team from Puerto Rico. Many of them were Spanish speaking. So you decided, I'm going to learn how to speak Spanish. How's it going?
Sí.
How's it going?
It's not going. I'm not good at Spanish. I even went to Puerto Rico. No habla español. I even went to Puerto Rico to hang out for a few days. Nothing. I got nothing. Then we went to Peru. Nothing. So, I'm still having problems. I think the way to do it, and you're getting ready to show us a tool, I'm sure, but going to one of those countries for like a few months may be the ticket. Go ahead, Bess.
So I can send you abroad when Americans can travel again and be rid of you for 3 months?
You can send me abroad anytime you want.
I'm just kidding. Love having you here. But you and I both said we're going to learn Spanish. And so we downloaded a couple apps. And Duolingo is not a new app. A lot of people are familiar with Duolingo. It's supposed to be a really good one, though, to learn. So here's the Duolingo. You can make your choice of what language you want to learn. It's great for not only keeping your coach's brain smart. Joe, as you know, those who know 2 languages have reduced risk of even Alzheimer's, all sorts of benefits for keeping your brain sharp and fresh. So that's one reason. Communicating better with your swimmers' parents is another reason. So Duolingo has all these different things that you can do with it. And of course, I'm on the, you can do a lot of it for free. Some of it is paid course, but this is what's new from them, or rather newish. Joe, they have a Duolingo Spanish podcast. Now, why I like this podcast, and again, it's newish. It's not brand new, but it's newish. But I just found out about it. Joe, it's slow Spanish.
I like that. I like the slow Spanish.
Yes, this is made. They make sure that the vocabulary is very kind of basic vocabulary, but it's a real, they're telling actually high interest stories. And so let me play just a little bit of this one. So let me see.
Ella me dijo, y abrió el cajón de la mesita de luz. Yo tomé aire y caminé hacia ella.
So it's for free on Spotify, no cost there. You learn your basic Spanish words, and then you listen to this to try and immerse yourself even further. So Joe, guess what you're listening to?
I actually like that. And you know, it is really good for coaches. I heard a study, and this is only about 3 weeks ago, that the dementia thing you're talking about is supposed to delay it like it's coming, like it's automatically coming, but it's supposed to delay it 5 to 10 years. Study I just saw. So that's pretty cool if you know another language, 2 languages. So cool. I need to start. And you know, that one looks like an easy one. There's a few others out there, probably all of the above. And then also it'll involve us, you know, maybe having a condo in Costa Rica. So all of those will help us speak Spanish.
Clay Parnell, we're coming to your site.
Yeah, Clay's got some property in Costa Rica. I should just pull up an Airstream. Boom, there we are. We're in Costa Rica.
All right, so to recap, here's all the tools that I went over this time. Oh, there we go. Let me add it in. So the first one was make sure you do a security check on your Chrome autofills. Just go right here to settings. It'll take you, and then you run a security check. For me, I've got some work to do this afternoon updating my 36 breached passwords. The next thing, if you are an administrator or an editor on your team's Facebook page, make sure you take advantage of these tools. Go to Publishing Tools. That'll take you to Creator Studio. Sorry, my computer rambled slow. Where you can actually add both your Facebook and your Instagram and Best Jet. You can put down an app right on your phone and have access to both of those and have access to all those tools. My next tech tool was On Zoom. So On Zoom allows you to actually do classes, not only for your team, maybe your team parents, but also for the general public. It might supplement your income during this time we're living through. The next one that we talked about was Apple Fitness, Joe. At-home fitness might be a good alternative for some of your master swimmers or your parents. Again, it's only $9 a month. Free for the first 3 months. You might try it out. You don't need an Apple Watch to do it, but it might enhance your experience. Next one was Mind Map. I liked Mind Map better than you did. It's got the biometric filter where you're able to actually feel the vibrations to whether your mind is straying or not. It allows you to focus a little bit more, especially important for your elite athletes. The last one was Duolingo. Or any app if you're learning a second language. They actually have Spotify, and I actually do think they have Spotify podcasts for French, German, and Spanish. So if you're taking one of those, there you go. So that's it. Those are my tools for today.
You know what? This is probably your best one, the most that I've liked, the most tools that I've liked out of all your shows.
I try, but a lot of times you do not like my tech tools.
No, I do. I like them, but I'm just saying, you asked me how you think people would like it, and that's why I come with them. But I like a lot of your tools.
No, I love the feedback. It's important. You're in that world. I'm just watching from afar. So, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Joe, what do we have coming up this weekend?
Wow. So we have Holding Water again on Sunday, which is going to be a fun time with Mariusz Podichelny from Pinecrest, and then John Sokovich from Lakeside.
Podichelny.
challenge. Anyway, 2 Olympians talking about their age group programs. And by the way, the Holding Water show is a really, really good show for all coaches. I learn something every time, and I've been coaching a long time. And it's Sunday at 4:00. So right here, Sunday at 4:00, and then also Stories with Sid. He's probably going to move to 2 weeks because he's in high school season right now. And same with a few other shows. But you know what? We're cranking. We've got the nutrition. We've got the cool tools. We've got Holding Water. We've got Stories with Sid. We have other things coming down the road. So keep a lookout.
And
Mythical Meat stuff's coming up. Mythical Meat. Don't forget.
A high school mythical meet. That's always exciting for Florida. So if you missed, though, a little national news, if you missed the latest Stories with Sid, it was on a special night, Wednesday night. It was in honor of the 10-year anniversary of Fran Crippen's tragic passing. Sid had on not only Dick Schulberg, but also the Crippen family. He had ESPN's Bonnie Ford. So it was a really special one. You can watch the replays over on Swimming World or right here on Florida Swim Network. Just go to our videos and look for the replays of that. So if you missed it, it was a good one to look on. And Alex Meyer was on there. So, of course, he's a great open water swimmer. So anyway, good stuff, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back next Friday. No, I won't be back next Friday. Maybe I will be. When are you gone, Joe? 2 Fridays. Okay. I'll probably be back.
Time to go. See y'all.
Bye, guys.
Join us on the Swim Monkey.
Swim
Monkey
TV. On the Monkey.